Says I'm going live, but let me see if the microphone tells me I'm working. East Coast, we're 4 beers deep. All right, everybody's drinking. All right, we're live. We're live. Okay, nobody's in here yet, but that's okay. I'm sure they're going to all jump in very shortly. All right, we'll work on getting some stuff out. We got to wait for some people to get in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the gambling bot worked. Nice. All right. So I'm going to throw this. I got to throw this up on the Discord real quick for these plays here. Hopefully the bot will work on this one. Who do we got in here? Got 2 people. Probably be Mark and Spoody. That's what I'm thinking. Mark and Spoody. We're going to try and build a couple of things here for the later games I've been looking at. How y'all doing today? It's been a bit. I'm still a little tired. Been trying to catch up on the traveling, getting back home. I appreciate y'all bearing with me on the yeah, I knew Spoody. I knew Spoody was going to be in here. Yeah, it was a nice vacation. It was nice getting away and doing some seeing a lot of family that we hadn't seen in a long time. Got to do some hiking, which was very, very difficult, very, very tiring. So for those, if you get anybody in here new, please like and subscribe. Um, I've got it set up for only subscribers to be chatting. So if you want to be able to chat, make sure that you subscribe so you can make sure that you can do that. He's putting the quick pit on there. I put the quick pit over here. I thought I already did it. Dang, I didn't do it. My bad. I'll put it up real quick. It won't take but a minute. Games are you might miss one leg on that player prop party, but that's okay. We're gonna work up some more stuff later. I had some people messaging me, a couple of the new people that have come in about the bankrolls and how much to bet and that kind of thing. And I told them basically, you're in here for a year long term. Think of it, of course, as like if you're investing in the stock market or anything else, putting money in a savings account, and just watching it earn some interest. That's what we're doing here. You don't want to be looking at everything on a daily basis too much because, one day we might be down 10 units, next day we might be up 20 units. I'm out and about. He says, my CC ain't working. I don't even know what a CC is. What is a CC? Mark? Got a couple of likes. Yeah, so let me pull up I was looking here at, really? No, I must have closed it. Let me pull it. I gotta open it back up here. Hopefully everybody got those Nerfies in. I wanted to look at some player props for the later games tonight. So I'm gonna pull that up using the what I've got here. So going through some of these, Drew Holiday, I know he had a really bad game last game. He only had 3 rebounds and assists. Uh, he only played 22 minutes because it was a blowout. But if I look at head to head, I can see this game being pretty competitive with Portland and Clippers. You have 2 games. I'll check Discord. Yeah, you can get them off the Discord. But yeah, Drew Holiday, he had 13 rebounds and assists against the Clippers back on the 26th of October, playing 34 minutes. And that game, let me see if I can get what was the final score of that game. So Henderson wasn't playing. No Love, no Krejci, which Krejci's out still. Robert Williams was out. Some guys were out. Yeah, it was last year. But he does match up really well with this Clipper team. He's the kind of guy that can be sneaky and sneak in there and get those rebounds for us. That's one of the reasons I went with him. Let me look again here. We've got has any of the games tipped off? I don't think any of them tipped off yet. Let me see. Okay, we did tip off in the Suns Magic game. They both did score, but I'm not sure they did it in the first minute. Looks like 10:55. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, both scored with 11:14, 45 seconds in. So I believe that was one of it. There's the first one. Yep. Thank you, Mark. That's the first one. One down, 4 to go. I, I'm feeling a 5-0 sweep tonight. 5-0. I think we're going to hit all those tonight. Cash out. The cash out now is point. They're offering a quarter unit cash out on the parlay that I only put a tenth of a unit on. So that's good. Our cash out has doubled after one game. So we hit the next one. That cash out's going to double again, probably. We might have to cash that out if we get to 3 or 4. But then again, we don't cash out around here, do we? So another thing I wanted to bring up, one of the systems for tonight that I stayed away from. The game, it's a later game. I think it's a later game, actually. It is the Nets and the Hornets. No, they play at 4:30. So the system is telling us to take the Nets plus the points due to the fact that you have a team with a winning record, 39-36, the Hornets. Their against the spread record is 46-29, so they've only covered 7 games more than they've won. The Nets are 18-57. They've only won 18 games this season, but they have covered 36 games. So they have covered 18 more games, mainly as underdogs, than the Hornets have only covered 7 games. So we will just want to take the Nets in that on a system play. Without looking at the players, without looking at the spread, we take the Nets. And of course, that is what is the current line? I know the line's been moving all day. It opened at 14, so it went to 15 and a half. We're currently at 15 and a No, it opened at 15 and a half. Yeah. We're currently at 17 and a half. So they are saying to take the Nets at 17 and a half on the system. I stayed away from it. I didn't even play that, but if we were going to play it on the system, it would be the Nets tonight. If you want to sprinkle it, you're getting minus 105 odds, so you are getting better odds to take the points. than laying it with the Charlotte. Charlotte, even though they 60, what is it, 75 games? So they've covered 46 times out of 75. And you got the Nets covering 36 times out of 75 games. So a team getting 17 points who covers that much. If I'm looking here, let's see. Wolf is out, Man is out, Porter Jr.'s out. And then you have, let me see the injury report for Charlotte tonight. Is Charlotte, it looks like, yeah, Charlotte has nobody on the injury report tonight at all. Orlando jumping out 10-2 right off the gate, taking off. Spooty laughing at me. Spooty laughing at me because I can't keep the game straight. I got so much stuff going on over here. So, Drew Holiday, we already talked about him. Let's go back and look at one of our other players that I took tonight. We had, I got to scroll down here so I can see who I had. Kobe White over rebounds. Kobe White. This man is a machine. His rebound line is still, they will not move this guy's rebound line. His rebound line is at 2.5 rebounds. I believe it's been 2.5 rebounds for the last 10 games. And he has covered 8 straight games, hitting 3 or more rebounds. And head to head, yeah, head to head versus, was that, yeah, that was at Brooklyn. Yeah, it was both with Brooklyn. He had 4 rebounds in each of those games. We only need him to get 3. If you look at the Brooklyn versus the position, they give up 5.4 rebounds on average to guards per game. They are ranked 26 out of 30 in rebounds giving up. So that looked like a pretty easy pick, and we're getting great odds at minus 130. I think I got it at 140, but yeah, it's 130, 140, somewhere right around there. Colin Gillespie, we had some people might have missed that from earlier. Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen's the guy I wanted to talk about for tonight too, going against the Lakers. So Jarrett Allen, I took him for a double-double at +3, +332. And I actually took him with a double-double and Luca with a triple-double, and I did that on Novig. Let me look at my odds. I got really good odds on that, and I really like that play. I think Luca for sure is going to get a triple-double tonight, and I really feel good about Jarrett Allen. When you look at him, let me pull him up and look at him against the Lakers. So head-to-head against the Lakers, he had January 28th. He played 24 minutes, only 24 minutes, and he had 26 points and rebounds. He had 9 rebounds that game and 17 points. So he did miss the double-double that game, but he did have 12 rebound chances. So he had a chance to grab. He had three other chances to grab that 10th rebound, and he didn't. But when you look at Lakers versus centers, they give up. They are highly ranked with rebounds, but with the Luca is going to be playing on the outside. LeBron, I don't even know if he's playing. Marcus Smart was just ruled out. I was worried because Marcus Smart on the Lakers would be a detriment to taking Jared Allen because Marcus Smart likes to get in there and scrap around. He likes to get those rebounds in the mid range. Uh, but I did like Jared Allen on the combo tonight. I couldn't mess with his assists because he just does not get assists. He only averages about 2 assists a game. But I do believe when you look at rebounds, let me look at his rebounds real quick here. He is averaging. Okay, well, let me put his. I think he's going to play a little more minutes tonight. Yeah, they're expecting him to get 11 rebounds tonight. That's the expected. He looks like he should get, based on the shots, he should get about 15 chances for rebounds tonight. So all he's got to do is pull down 10 out of those 15, and we'll hit that double double for plus 300. The the Luca triple double with his double double was, let me see what it was here. I know it was a good. So I got plus 304 on the Jared Allen. Okay, so what I had to do is I had to, in order to use a boost on Novik, I had to make it a 3-leg. So I put the Lakers on the spread, -1.5, Jared Allen double double, Luca triple double, and I got plus 4,444 odds on that 3-leg. I did that on Novig just to use the boost. I did that on Novig. So for those of you that are on Novig, you can do that. If you want to do it on a regular book, you'll probably still get around plus 4,000 odds on that. So you could literally put $1 on that and make 45 bucks. I'm good with the Lakers. The Lakers, as you know, is one of our whales tonight, along with the Knicks. For the Shark, we took the Suns and Portland. The Suns have come out a little bit slow. We missed our Yurfie. They decided to score the runs. I believe they've scored them in the second inning. Let me look. I really thought that game was going to score the first inning because you had two teams that were Miami and Chicago White Sox. Let's see. So the White Sox, yeah, I think they put up. I think they put up two. Oh no, they just put it up in third. Okay, so they've got 5 hits already. Miami hasn't got any hits yet. Betty, no strikeouts, and we got 4 strikeouts for Junk already for Miami, even though he's given up 2 runs already. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, the rest of the games are all nerfies. So our round robins, hopefully we'll hit those 3. We lost a parlay for a half a unit, not a big deal. I've got Fede for 4 strikeouts, and the guy doesn't have any through 2 innings yet. Tanner Beebe over 5 strikeouts. So Phoenix is coming out ice cold, but that's okay. They'll heat up later. I'm not worried about them. All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at another. I wanted to look at this guy, OG Ananobi tonight. OG Ananobi at points and assists. They got him at 17.5. He had 21 versus Houston last month on the 21st. They were playing in New York on that game. So he played 40 minutes that game. Had 20 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And they've got his points and rebounds tonight, or his points and assists tonight, set at 17.5. I definitely think he's going to get probably 18 points or better tonight with the matchup. The last 10, he's hit that in 60% of his 6 out of his last 10 games. The only time he didn't hit it was against OKC, Golden State, and Brooklyn and Washington, but he didn't play. He only played 29 minutes against Golden State and Washington. When he plays more than 30 minutes, he had 37. We got 37 minutes against the Clippers, 37 minutes with Utah, 34 minutes with Indiana, 40 minutes with New Orleans, 39 minutes with Charlotte. Every time he clears 30 minutes, if you give that guy 30 minutes, he is going to he's going to clear that 17.5 line. Easy. So that's why we put him on that. So just kind of going through what we're going through on those. I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening with that. So let's have a little discussion here about bankrolls and unit management and all that good stuff. I know we've been getting a lot of new people into the server, into the Discord. I got messaged, by some people who just don't know when it comes to uh, like one guy, he said I only got 175 I'm working with right now, but by next month he wants to like put $500 aside and basically just let it work for him as a bankroll. And I said that's a good amount to start with. Um, he's looking he's looking to just get some retirement money put aside so he can stop working so much. And I'm like, that's a great way to do it with $500. Within a year or two, you can have a nice little nest egg with that, just earning a good return on your money. And don't be upset. People, a lot of them, when they come in with small bankrolls, they get mad because they say, I don't want to only bet a dollar. I don't want to just bet $5. I, people want to see, they want to bet $20, 30, 40, 50, 100. They want to bet half their bankroll on one bet. And long term, that's just not a profitable thing to do. You cannot risk a lot of money until your bankroll. As your bankroll grows, then yes, you can raise your amount of your bets. But what I've told people, and I know we've had one guy that literally in 4 days now straight, I think he's been doing a couple of his own plays, but he's mainly like 80 or 90% only playing the bank plays and plays from the Discord. And he has already had 3 straight days of being a top 1% better on Pickett. So that tells you right there, he's showing returns probably of better than 40 to 50% return on his bets, whatever he's betting. He's been actually posting it in the winning tickets section. So he kind of made a joke today because he was only a top 10% better yesterday. But that still means if you're in a top percent and you're getting these Pickett achievements, that means you're profiting every day. And so he's had 4 or 5 straight days of profit with us. And I know others have too. I know he's not the only one. I know a lot of people don't want to go post and stuff like that. But you can see in the winning tickets, like we've had a lot of plays, two legs, straights, SGPs. I mean, we had a nice little one the other day with actually, who was that? I hit that. Yeah, where we hit the Peyton Pritchard one with the shy and the Carl Anthony double double. That was a plus 180 SGP. And we threw in a plus 106 SGP with Pods and Murray. So it played plus 836 on that. And we broke it down. We played each SGP. We played the straights. So we're covering all our bases. We're hitting KBO. I know this morning we hit I think we hit the totals on all the KBO. All the KBO totals came in, all 3 of them. I think it was 3 I put out. We cashed every single one of those. We missed on the first 5 because a lot of the scoring was all done late in the game. But they still went over. The team totals went over, the total for the games went over. Early in the season in KBO, that's one of the best things to bet is the totals. Because the pitchers, you have a lot of new pitchers in KBO that are coming from America that have gotten cut from the MLB teams and they're going to KBO and they go over there and they don't know how these Korean players and the hitters are totally different than the American hitters. You cannot pitch to these guys the same way. They swing a lot more. They don't sit and watch pitches. Um, so it's not like American baseball. Korean baseball is a whole different animal. And now we've got guys that are back in the MLB that last year were at KBO, like Ponce yesterday, who got hurt. Of course, he got carted off the field, but he was the top. He was like the number 1 pitcher in KBO last year. And he was expected to come in the MLB this year and really do great things. It's why we had him to go over those strikeouts, and he got injured and didn't make it. We also got hooked really bad on that one where they pulled the guy in after 4 innings. They're already starting that early. I did not see that happening with some of these pitching plays that I put out already this season of pitchers being pulled early when this is basically the beginning of the season. Guys, they don't need to worry about their arms wearing out. They can go 5, 6 innings. They should be able to go 5 and 6 innings, or they shouldn't be pitching in the majors, in my opinion. But it looks like Rangers are not doing good. So let's see, who do we got today for home run already? Schwarber hit a home run for the Phillies, and Drake Baldwin for Atlanta. What are you shaking your arm about? Oh, you took Schwarber for a home run? Thanks for sharing that, April. Oh, you shared it? No, I don't think I didn't see it anywhere. Yeah, Phoenix will wake up at any time. I'm not worried about Phoenix. I'm not worried about Phoenix. Wish we could get some of these guys in here that are over in the Discord. Who do we have? Let's see. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That way, if you want to chat or you want to ask a question or anything in here, I know I've got 8 people watching. And I've only got like 2 people, 3 people that have commented or asked. If you want to ask me anything here, ask it now. It's a good place to do it. I can respond like immediately without having to type and send you a message back on Discord and all that. Um, so Knicks are starting. Finally got the lineup for Knicks. Towns, Ananobi, Hart, Bridges, and Brunson tonight. Okay, good. Dylan Brooks has gotten his 17th technical foul. If he gets one more, he will be suspended for the next game. Great. So let's see. Magic, are they still going crazy? Yep, still going crazy. All right, Raptors, Pistons have Jenkins, Robinson, Thompson, Harrison, Duran. That was another game that we stayed off of, and that was because uh, I didn't have enough. If I was going with the system on that game, you have to take the underdog. So we would have to take the Raptors. But I didn't feel confident in giving that out or putting it on a whale or a shark. So we stayed off. But you have 2 teams, both have winning records. Both teams have winning against the spread records, and they're pretty very comparable. But of course, you have the Pistons have covered a lot less games than they've won. The Raptors have covered more games in relation to how many they've won. They've won 42 games, they've covered 39. Pistons have won 54, but they've only covered 40. So, what apps, program, site do you use to do your research? So, I use EBS, Buckets to Bucks, when I'm looking at a lot of NBA stuff. Um, I also use for the KBO, I use the KBO Stats app, which I think you can get that app. Yeah, it's an app. It's called My KBO. So it looks like that. It's like My KBO. It gives you yesterday's games. You click on the game, it'll basically pull up the game. It'll tell you the whole breakdown. It'll tell you the batting average. It'll tell you what the guys did, how many hits, how many runs. You can track like all your players and everything on this app when it comes to KBO. It's one reason I love KBO. And the app, when you hit it, let me see here if I can show you guys. When you hit the app, this is what it comes. Oh, it came right back up. Never mind. But yeah, it has like your teams, your schedule, your stats, foreign players. Uh, it gives you all that. It gives you everything when it comes to KBO. So that's one thing I use. I also use. Let me look over here. I mean, I can't give away all of my secrets, but yeah, I try to basically use. I do follow a lot of guys um, that do YouTubing, but I don't follow most of the cappers that are just on huge platform guys like Dub Club, Pick Dogs. Like I don't tailor watch a lot of those guys just for that reason. They're basically just trying to sell you stuff. So I do not watch a lot of those. But the programs, I don't have any models. I don't make models. I basically stick to systems and stick to things that I've been doing for like 30 years on how I've been betting and stick to that rather than I know a lot of people now are trying to basically make AI models and use, the computers to tell them everything to do, but computers are only going to tell you so much. You still have to be able to understand what it is that you're seeing and not seeing, and then put that into. I know, like Spooty uses Outlier a lot. Um, I used to use Outlier a lot, but I stopped because Outlier is kind of like on Price Picks, where Price Picks sits there and shows you their last 5 games or oh look, this guy's hit 5 in a row. You should take him. You know, they basically just promote straight stats. They don't really break down like the buckets to bucks. I really like because the way Ev has made it is that you can break down by minutes. You can break down with injuries. You can put in this guy's playing, this guy's not playing, how he does when he's on the floor without this guy, um, all that kind of thing. Pick Finder and Prop Finder, I've heard of those. They're good. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there now. I mean, they're pretty much selling stuff left and right to get people to buy and use things. I don't pay for anything. I don't. I don't pay for any of the stuff that I use for research. Um, I know how to use it and get the free and read it and be able to learn what I need to do and what I need to give out, what I need to use and not use. Um, I know, like with the Odd Shopper, uh, they have a lot of good stuff with their arbitrage and their EV betting and all that kind of thing. Um, and you can get that and get it for a discount. If anybody ever wants to use it and needs a code to get a discount, I can give you that. But it does do a lot of breakdown. I will say, like, it's a lot of good models on OddsShopper. They do a lot of portfolio betting where they can break it down by portfolios based on sports, based on what you're looking for. Um, but I know a lot of people are into arbitrage betting. They're betting both sides. They're looking to hedge all the time. A lot of people use Picket that way. Picket now, if you're a Picket Pro, it will actually notify you when you have a bet going, and it'll say you can get a hedge opportunity right now that will get you this amount of money. So no matter if your first bet wins or loses, you hedge it right now this way, and you're guaranteed to at least make this. Even if you lose that, you're going to make a profit, doing hedging and all that kind of thing. And I do a little bit of hedging if I'm live betting, but if I make a pregame bet or I make a system play, I'm not going to make a system play on a team like I did with Phoenix. And then right now I'm going to see that Phoenix is down and I'm going to go slam them with more or try to hedge the other side. I'm not going to do that. When I use a system play, I just ride the system out because the system is hitting at 65-70%. So there's no reason for me to mess it up. It's not broken. Let's see what we've got here. I'm trying to look and see what some of the sharps are on over here for tonight. Dodgers on the run line. I see a couple people taking that. Let me see what else is going on here. Well, I don't see a lot right now. Yeah, it's really weird with as much stuff as going on tonight. They're really not doing a lot. I did send out some. I sent out some NHL today. I sent out the Nerfy and Yurfy, the Whale and the Sharks. I just did the NBA on the Discord, so I feel pretty good. I think we're about done with that kind of stuff for today. Um, if you guys want, why don't we real quick for about 15 minutes look at the KBO tonight? And so those that are here can kind of get a feel on how I do my KBO stuff. All right, let's pull this up for KBO. Let's see what we got. Let's see who we got playing. So we're gonna do KBO KBO right here. All right, so they've got the KBO. Let's see what the lines are looking like. We got Kia playing the Twins, Latte and NC. KT Wiz is with Hanwha again. And see, they're still, KT and Hanwha are two very high scoring teams. Last night they put up 13 runs, right? If I look at, let me look at the results here real quick. Close that. So they had 13 runs yesterday. The game before that, Hanwha, 14 runs in that game. And KT's game had 11. Okay. The game before that, Hanwha had 19 runs in their game. KT had 18 runs in their game. So all these games so far have been over 10 runs when it's come down to these two teams. And yet they have the line set, the over under at 9 runs, and it's favored to go under. So to me, I have to look, okay, who's pitching? There must be something going on with the pitchers. So let's go to KBO and we're going to see who's pitching tonight. KT and Hanwha, Ko Young Pyo and Ri Hyun Jin. Yeah, I'm not good with these guys. So you do have two really good starting pitching. But here's the thing. If you've noticed, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but those games late yesterday, let me look at the box score here real quick. So the Hanwha KT game for 13 runs last night, right? First 5 innings had 2 runs. Okay. So they scored 11 runs in innings 7 through 9. They put up 11 runs. So I don't look at starting pitching that much. If I'm looking at bad pitching early, that's when I really like that first 5. And last night it was bad pitchers that were pitching early, but they just came out and actually did a good job. But they gave up a lot. They gave up 9 hits. I'm not sure. Yeah, 12 hits for KT and 9 hits for Hanwha last night. And so neither team has a good bullpen. These teams have horrible bullpens. So the fact that we are getting over 9 runs at almost even money plus money is a beautiful thing. So that right there is going to be, let me see what the first 5 looks like on this, because I know the first 5, they're probably going to have it really low. Yeah, they've got both teams to go under 2.5 runs. And let me see, innings, first 5 innings is under 5 runs, 118, minus 118. But the game at 9, I love that. Actually, what I'm going to do is do an alternate total runs to 8.5. I can get over 8.5 runs for minus 130. That's gold. That's going to be our first play. All right. Next, we're going to look at the next team, SSG playing Kaiwoom. Kaiwoom is the worst pitching team in KBO. Okay. So we're going to go back here. Kaiwoom yesterday gave up 9 runs to SSG. Okay. I'm just gonna run down these Kaiwoom pitching. Okay, so they gave up 9 runs yesterday. The day before that, they gave up 10. And the day before that, wait, they gave up 10. They gave up 10. Okay, so they gave up 10, 10, and 9. They've given up 29 runs in 3 games. Kaiwoom has. And again, they have this over under at 10.5, which tells me SSG, we're looking at team total on this one. We want SSG over 5.5 runs. SSG scored 9 runs yesterday, 11 runs the day before that, and 7 runs the day before that. They've cleared this 5-run line easily, and we're getting minus 105 odds. So that's another easy pick. I don't even look at these games where you got bad teams playing bad teams or vice versa. I look at games where teams that want to score. LG and Kia is another one. Okay, Kia gave up 7 runs the first game, scored 6. Scored 6, gave up 11 in their second game. The last game, they scored 7, gave up 2. So Kia is averaging 6.5 runs a game. If we look at them for team total, their team total, Kia is only at 3.5 runs over 130. Easy. That's a three leg for plus 501. We got the over on KT and Hanwha, 8.5 alternate. Over 5.5 team total for SSG Landers and over 3.5 for Kia. So we're going to lay that for 1 unit. We're going to do the round robins for a half a unit each, and we're going to do the straights 1.25 units. So we're laying 6 units to win 18 units if we hit all three of those. And that bet is placed. And I will get that out on the platforms and get it out on the Discord. So there you go. Literally took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes to make that. And that was using my KBO app and just looking at the way the lines are and knowing the teams. So I really appreciate that you guys stuck in here. I know I saw that we had 9 or 10 of you that were hanging out to get that. So you just got some valuable information that I don't, share with everybody. So I'm happy that you guys got that on here. And we will get moving here and get looking. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a slow start tonight on these plays. I know that NBA is coming out a little short, but oh no, Spooty, they put Luca on the taco. Oh no. Huh. That might be, I don't know, Spooty. Doesn't that normally not bode well when we have tacos that have Luca? I know Spooty's like, right? Oh no. Yeah, some people are like, I'm seeing a lot of red and orange on my pickets. See, I don't even look at that stuff. Yeah, typically tacos don't do well. But this is another thing. See, so this is what I see a lot of guys who bet games and gamble. Like, yeah, I like watching a game. I watch Celtics, especially like even if I have money on it and stuff. And yeah, I might get a little upset if I see a guy that's not covering or whatever, but I don't dwell on it. I don't press on it. I don't look at my picket to see if stuff is showing red or orange or if it's green or I don't look at any of that. Like I just wait till the end of the day or the next day and see how we did. That's when I look at picket. I look at picket when my day's completely done. If I've got 50 or 60 legs of bets going, I'm not going to sit there and sweat all those 60 legs. I'm just going to know that I made the decisions I made and ride with it. And we ride what we do, and it's been working for us. And long term, the bank's been profitable, and we're going to keep being profitable. So I really appreciate all the new people we've gotten. I see we're getting a lot of people locked in for years, so that is good. Today was the last day for the special price. So if you want to get in on it, this is the time. If anybody watches this later and wants to get into the VIP, it's basically it's a quarter a day, 25 cents a day right now. And yeah, I'm gonna do another promo and another special, but it'll be higher because we're getting a lot of people. We're being very profitable. We've been on a good run. We've been hitting a lot of whales. We've been hitting a lot of stuff lately. So, and now with KBO and overseas picking up an MLB starting, it's just going to keep getting better for us. Pete Alonso, home run, plus 375. Aranda hit one for the Rays. O'Neill Cruz for the Pirates. Adolis Garcia hit one for the Phillies. Drake Baldwin, a lot of home runs today already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 home runs today already. So, wow, they're starting early. So, yeah, I did that KBO. I will get that out. I'm also going to probably work on, I don't know. Let me see. The KBL has not been very good to us. Well, last night, let's see who's playing tonight. You got Aegis and Knights. Ooh, that's going to be a really tough game. That's going to be a battle. I'm not going to mess with that game. Two very evenly matched teams. And China, we've got a full slate of games tonight, but You've got teams playing that are laying 32 points. Zhejiang is a good team to bet. That's really the only thing I see that's good on here. Shandong and Zhejiang are the only two teams I would bet in China. I might do something with them later. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see how things go. Right now, I just want to keep. Oh, Spooty had Alonso. Nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you. You said you just needed a couple of those guys to get the home runs, right? Where are they at? Okay, now I got to scroll back and look. Didn't you say you only had to hit like three of them? I'm trying to see where he posted. I think he posted it in the MLB chat. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. The curious bet. Yep. Curious bet. You need three guys to make a profit. Only three out of 10. He took 10 guys for a home run. As long as you hit 30% hit rate, you will make profit. And that's why home runs are nice to bet because you can bet a lot of guys and just put a quarter, a tenth to a quarter unit, and you only got to hit three out of 10. You don't have to hit 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 to make profit. You make those big pluses, man. They add up. What was his? Oh my God, Spooty. It was like 162,089,952 odds on a 10 pick. So if you bet 10 cents on that, what would that pay? 10 cents would pay $16,000 or $1,600. I think that's $16,000, right? It was maxed at 15 cents. Yeah, okay. So how much does it pay for 15 cents? Spooty. I want to know how much that's going to pay if it all hits. I mean, I know they're probably not all going to hit, but it has to be 16 if I do the math right. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros added. Oh yeah, 15 cents. Okay, so yeah, so it would have been 100 for 10 cents. It would have been 160,000. It was $240,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be a big one. Thank you for sharing that, Spooty. April put out her Kyle Schwarber plus 418 with an odd search. I didn't get an odd search. How did you get an odd search? You know what? I like how you get all these special things off of DK. They don't give me nothing. They're probably like, you win too much. We're not giving you anything. We're not giving you any bonuses. We're not giving you no profit boost. I have to I have to beg them just to give me a 15%, 20% boost on something. No, it's not because you lose. That's not the reason. No, that's not the reason they do it. It's probably because you don't place as many bets. So they're trying to get you to place more bets. By giving boosts, they're trying to get people to bet more, just more volume bets. They don't want you to bet a lot on something and hit them for a lot of money. They want you to just make more bets because they know the more you make, then the more the odds are that you'll lose more. That's what the books do. So let's see. So KBO, you know what? Let's build another KBO while we're on here. I see some more people came in. Like I said, if you're new, subscribe, hit the like button. I only got 3 likes. I had 11, 12 people in here, only 3 likes. Nobody wants to hit the like button. If you're watching, please, it only takes a click. Just smash the like button one time. It just helps it to be seen by more people. I'm trying to build my YouTube. I know I'm pretty new at it, but hopefully someday I'll be one of these guys that you'll be like, "Oh yeah, everybody knows Bank of Dennis. That guy's been around." So I'm gonna go over to Fliff on this KBO. We're just gonna work a team play. We already did the totals play, so we're not gonna mess with the totals play. Thank you. Three more likes, just like that. Bam. See, that wasn't hard. That wasn't too hard, was it? Man, my throat's getting sore. All this talking. Okay. So SSG, we're going to take them on a run line because, as I was saying, SSG is averaging 7 runs a game. Kaiwoom is averaging like 3 runs a game. Kaiwoom has one of the worst pitching staffs in baseball. If I go over here, let's see who's pitching tonight for Kaiwoom. Has not pitched yet. So Takeda Shada is starting for SSG Landers. Yeah, Kaiwoom has got a 250 batting average, an 8.1 ERA. They're 0-3. SSG's 3-0 with a 4.6 ERA with 5 home runs. SSG has got the most home runs in KBO right now. So we are going to take SSG. We're going to take SSG on the run line at plus 110. And then we're going to go down to Hanwha and KT Wiz. And let's see if they let me do. All right, Dre, good to see you, man. You've been gone the last few days. Yeah, I came back from vacation. We got kind of hot. We started hitting some stuff. We definitely started hitting some stuff. I was kind of happy to get that vacation. I did throw some stuff out while on vacation, but I wasn't heavy labbing on anything. It was just looking at system stuff and throwing that stuff out. So we can get the over 9.5 runs on Hanwha and KT tonight at plus money. Hold on, let me see what the pitching. So yeah, we're not worried about that. Both those teams do not have good bullpens. So we're going to take the over 9.5 runs on KT and Hanwha to go along with SSG on the run line. And then I really want to do one more pick. So you know what we're going to look at? Doosan and Samsung. Let's look at Doosan and Samsung. They're playing at Samsung Lions Park. So Samsung pitcher 2-0 with a 0 ERA this season. Samsung's only played 3 games. Had a tie game yesterday. That was yesterday's game with Doosan. That got us a void or a push. So you got both teams 4.5 ERA, 3 home runs, 5.28 ERA, 2 home runs for Samsung, 3 home runs for Doosan. So neither of these teams is shutting down other teams. They put up 10 runs yesterday. Today we can get their total at 11.5 at minus 120. Yeah, that's too much. We're not going to do that. We're going to alternate it. If we're doing 11.5 at 120, we might as well lay the 12 over at minus 105. We're getting literally 15 more cents for a half a run. We do not want to lay 11.5 because if it hits 12 runs, we're laying minus 120 for it to hit 12. If we take it at the 105 and it goes over 12, we're getting our payout of 15 cents more. But if it lands right on 12, we're still getting our void. We're getting our money back. And that brings our 3-leg parlay up to a plus 740. So we're going to do that. A plus 110, a plus 105, and a minus 105 gives us plus 740 odds. I will lay that for a half a unit to win 4.3 units. And I will play each one of those straight for half a unit straight on each one. Because these are all plus money, basically, or even money. So we're going to get back. We're laying 1.5 unit to win 3.05 units. So those will go out on the platform as well. Now we have the waking cash done early. Everybody can go to bed early tonight and not have to worry about staying up till midnight waiting for me to post the KBO waking cash. I'm sure some of you will be very grateful for that. All right, let's see here. Let's put a little fire under this Kyle Schwarber. I don't think you told me about that though, April. Yeah, you put a bunch of picks in when I was working and stuff, so that's fine. It's all right. It's not a problem. I'm happy to see you win too. Yeah, build up that bankroll. That's what we're in here doing. Gatekeeping, April. Spooty. Spooty says you're gatekeeping. Okay. All right. So we got the KBO done. There won't be any KBL, no CBA. Okay, you know what? I did say I wanted to bet that 2 leg on CBA, so now I have to do it. I said we were going to do it, so let's do it. All right. We'll go back over to DraftKings for that one. I don't like using Fliff for China basketball because they give you such bad lines. They're horrible. All right, so Shandong, we're going to take them -9.5. And we are going to take, what was the other one I said? Xizhang. Yes, Xizhang on the money line. Plus 203 on a 2 leg. We will lay that for 1.5 units. And we'll do the straights for 1.5 unit each. So we're laying 4.5 units to win 10, basically. Double our money on a 2 leg pick. So I will get that out under the waking cash. I'll make the waking cash free tonight for everybody. Because I know last night I did VIP on the KBO and everybody hit. Actually, the free hit last night. The free waking cash, I did CBA last night and it hit. If I remember right. Let me double check. But I'm pretty sure we swept. Yep, we did. We had the Guangdong over 95.5 points and the Jiangsu over 79.5 points at plus 204. That cashed. Both straights cashed and the parlay cashed. That was a 3-pick sweep for free last night. I gave out. So tonight we'll do the KBO. I'll do the KBO for free since I did the KBO VIP last night. That way we keep the free people, give them a little taste of what they're missing by not being in VIP. And I think so. We are just waiting for. Let me look at some scores here real quick. I was the one just saying like don't pay attention to the scores and all that, and then here I am. Let's check some scores. Not that we're gonna sweat them out or anything. I'm just checking. Let's just see what we got here. Got another new subscriber just came in. We got 4 new subscribers today. Came into VIP. Appreciate them. For those of you that are here that are in the Discord, I know a lot of you guys help people out. A lot of people are coming in just trying out for a week or a month. So we want to show them all the support and help we can. I know a lot of you guys do that. I know Spooty's big on doing that when people have questions and I'm not online. And Mark helps a lot talking to people, and we have a good community. So, well, the good news is we did not take the Brooklyn Nets on the system play, and as you can see, they are down 16 points already before the first quarter is even over. Phoenix right back in the game, only down by 3 in the second after falling way behind early. So there we go. But the only problem with that game on Brooklyn is I don't think I think we missed that one, Mark, didn't we? Oh my God. Check April's phone before I get off of here and make sure she's not hiding any other pet bets. Okay, Spooty. She's got I gave her her own channel just so she could. Oh, you did a 6-pick.
Are you serious? You did a 6-pick parlay and you didn't share it, and 4 out of 6 have already hit. But what is the bank's motto? You're not going to win every bet. It's okay if you post 2 or 3 losers. Spooty posts losers every day, but he posts winners too. You got to post everything. Oh my God. She's gonna cash a 6 leg. If she cashes that 6 leg, guys, I'm gonna have to run a I'm gonna have to run another special. She only needs two more legs. What are they for baseball? For hits? Oh, you're doing H hits run RBIs. Okay, so you got who do you have? Alec Bohm? Okay. And Bryce Harper. So it's in the set. So that's in. Hold on a second. That's Phillies, right? Yeah. Well, it's only the 6th inning. Yeah. What do you mean? Bryce Harper's got an RBI. Yeah. Well, Alec Bohm's only been up to bat twice. He's only been up. He has a walk. He's 0 for 2 in the walk. Yeah. So he'll get up again. He'll get up again. But he is batting. I will say Bohm's only batting 125 right now with a 300 slugging percentage. He's not doing very good. Bryce Harper's not either. They're both doing really bad to start the season, but it's early. Only a couple games in. What's your cash out? That was on DraftKings, right? Cash it out. How much is the cash out? What do you? How much did you put? Yeah, I mean, based on what you put on it, if you've hit 4 legs, take the profit, man. Bohm probably might. He's only going to get up one more time. He may only get up one more time. They're in the 6th. 3 more innings. They don't bat in the bottom of the 9th. He may only get up 7, 8, and only 2 more innings left. She's she's got to learn. She's got to learn. I'm going to teach her. Oh, I have faith. I have faith. You should take the cash out. Sometimes it's better take the cash out. I'll bet you anytime Spooty has an option for a cash. If Prize Picks offered a cash out option, Spooty would probably be cashing out all the time because he has a lot of them that just miss. And if they offered him a cash out, he'd probably do pretty good. So your other one, let's see, Laureano, they don't play till later. Price Picks offers cash outs now. See, I haven't been on Price Picks in a while. They really offer cash outs now in Price Picks? I don't get cash outs on Underdog or Dabble or any of them other ones. That's kind of weird. Wow. Hmm. All right. So let me make sure we've got. So I got the CBA, the KBO done. Okay. So I can post that and be done with it. All right. Well, I appreciate all you guys that came in here and watched. I'm going to get off here and get this late stuff posted for the Waking Cash. And then look at some of the games for tomorrow for the plays for the system. And then we're going to go watch. We're going to watch Luca go out and get a triple double tonight and hit the king of the court. Get us our $30 bonus bet. Let's see here. Yeah, he's going to do it. They made him a taco. They're trying to jinx him with the taco pick, but I'm not worried about it. Texas and Baltimore tied 3-3. Miami's up 4-2 on the White Sox. Pittsburgh 6-1. Colorado 0-0. Athletics are up 4-1 on the Braves. No score in the Angels and Cubs. And 3-1 Phillies. Middle of the 6th. Due up. Garcia, Stott, Marcia. Bottom of the order is coming up 5, 6, and 7. So yeah, he's going to get up one more time. He's going to get up one more time. Let's see here real quick. And just like that, the Magic jump right back up by 9. Hornets now up almost 20. Come on, Mavericks. We need you to score here in this first minute. Milwaukee got the rebound. Milwaukee makes a jumper. At 10:54. Oh man, wait a minute. So they did not score. Dallas did not score in the first minute. They didn't even score. Neither team scored in the first minute on that one. I think that was one of ours, wasn't it? Uh, no, that game was not Charlotte and Pistons, Portland Clippers. Yeah, for some reason they did not have the Bucks game as one that we could use. So that was a good thing. We don't have to worry about missing out on that one. Let me see. First quarter. I know we didn't hit the other one because Mark would have already said that's two, and he didn't say anything. I don't think. Let's see, 4-3. That was with 10 minutes left. 3-2. So yeah, they made their first point with 10:43. Yeah, they missed. They missed a jump shot at 11, right at 11 minutes, right at 11:01. That would have cashed us. So we're 1-1 so far on the quick hits. Both teams score, but that's okay. I see people keep bouncing back in and out. Now we're back up to 9 people. Keep thinking I'm gonna put out another play. I think we've had enough out today. We're good. We're not gonna press. We're not gonna press it. But yeah, for those that are new, please subscribe. Thank you for the likes, and I'm gonna try to get on here a little more often. Maybe just do some regular videos with just picks and breakdowns without going live all the time, and then just get those posted out in some shorts. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching. Let's have a good rest of the night. I was on here for an hour, so that's good. Tomorrow, I believe Boston plays again tomorrow. The Celtics will be back. So I'm pretty sure I will have a play for that with Tatum being out last game. I know he will be playing. And I appreciate it, Keith, man. Thank you for that. And yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bail on out of here, guys, and call it a night. We'll see y'all in the Discord and in the bank tomorrow. Thank you all for joining me.